This conference will now be recorded.
How is your preparation, and do you need any more guidance or anything? So it will also give me an understanding. So let's go ahead. So the process would be like I'll be asking questions, and you can answer the questions. Everyone can answer, okay? And I want everyone's participation, because if you cannot participate here, you cannot participate even in the interviews. If something to be corrected, you can correct it now itself. It's a chance for you to correct yourself now, so that it would be easy for you in the interviews. So I request everyone to participate. So you just, I'll ask the questions and you go ahead with your answers, so that I will be knowing like who is answering, and anything wrong, I could also mention you. Or if you want to correct anything, it could be, right? So that's the process. That's how we will be continuing this mock interview session. Before that, let me show you, and let me also put it here so that it will give you more confidence. So yesterday one person got an offer from TechM, and you could see for 14 package, 14 lakhs. So every day I was showing you, right? 3 offers, 4 offers, couple of people getting packages. You see, up to 15 lakhs, there is a possibility where you could stretch very easily. 10 to 12 lakhs is the base package, what we are talking. And we are seeing everyone getting 2, 3, 4, 5 offers with 10 to 12. And 14 is also possible. 15 is also possible with a little more effort, right? So I'll just put it this here to give you more confidence and strength. So let's go ahead with today's session, which is mock interview session, right? So as I told you, I will be asking questions, and you just go ahead with, you can unmute and answer, and again, please mute yourself so that I can tell you if something to be corrected or whatever it is, right? Okay, to start with, the first thing is, what is the item category for third-party process? Anyone?
TAS. TAS.
TAS. What is the T code to capture POD?
VOPOD.
T code to capture POD. Anyone?
VLPOD.
VLPOD. Right. What is the T code for invoicing dates? So invoicing list. Invoicing list. What is the T code for invoicing list?
VF04.
05. 05.
Invoicing list.
VFX1.
VF05.
VF21. VF21. Okay. What is baseline date?
The date of sales order.
Baseline date.
It is the date like system calculates payment terms.
Payment terms, right? So it's the date from when the payment terms are calculated or due date is calculated. What is sales line?
It's a combination of
distribution channel and sales organization.
Sales.
Okay. So it is sales organization, distribution channel. It's not the other way around. Okay. It has a sequence. Okay. It has a sequence. Sales org and distribution channel. Right. How plan determines into sales document?
PMIR.
PMIR, customer master.
PMIR, customer master.
What is customer pricing procedure?
It's a field in the customer master which would be help to determine the pricing procedure.
Pricing procedure. What is the condition type for cash discount?
And
PV.
Condition type.
Condition.
SKTO.
SKTO. Okay. Yeah, Jinsi, your answers are correct, but you should be more confident. Okay.
Okay.
And see, majority of the times in the interviews, you know the answers, everyone. You know the answers. But only thing is you need to understand the question well. So don't jump into the answers immediately. In one moment. Can you mute everyone? Yeah. So majority of the times in the interviews, you know the answers, but don't jump into the answer immediately when they ask a question in the interview. Pause for a couple of seconds and then answer. Because see, I asked a question, what is the condition type? But someone has answered a TAN. What is TAN? It's not even a condition type, right? It's a item category. So don't jump to the answer the moment the question is completed. You have enough time in the interview. You have 40, 45 minutes or 1 hour interview. In that one interview, you should not face more than 30 questions. It's everything in your hand. How you manage the interview is in your hand. The moment you answer, the more questions you face. The more questions you face, there is also chance of failures also, right? So we should restrict the number of questions in the interview. That is to 30 questions or 35 questions, not more than that. That's an art actually. We'll perform that art. I'll tell you at the time of interview resume preparation how to do that. But don't jump to the answer right away. The question is concluded. Pause for a couple of seconds and then answer so that you will be knowing whether like answering correct or not. Because I was asking about condition type, someone is asking about answering about the item category. That's not correct, right? So what is the standard account group for ship to party? Go ahead. So here we have enough time. You can quickly go ahead, but in interviews you practice that. Okay. So what is the account group for ship to party? No one? 0002 account group for ship to party. What is the partner function for vendor? Anyone?
EU.
VN.
VN.
EN is vendor.
Right. What is partner type? What is the functionality of partner type?
LI.
Yeah, in general,
KU.
not only for
KU.
vendor.
Yes.
Not only for
KU.
vendor. In general, what is partner type?
Partner type is KU.
System will identify any partner by partner type.
Right? Yeah. So someone has answered KU. Who's that?
Yes, Daneshwar.
Janeshwar. Yeah, you are repeating this batch, right? You are from old batch. What is KU, Daneshwar?
So it is a partner type
For what? Partner type for?
for partner functions like a sold to party, ship to party.
But my question was vendor, right? Not customer.
Oh, sorry.
My question was very clear. My question was for what is the partner function for vendor? I have not talked anything about the customer, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just go through the question. As I told you, pause and think and answer. Okay. Don't get confused. Don't get exhausted in the interviews. Okay. So what is delivery priority field? What is the functionality of the field delivery priority?
It
To
classifies
process
the
back orders.
customer.
Right? It helps to process back orders. What is shipping condition?
Shipping
One
point.
of the parameters.
Yeah.
One of the parameter to determine shipping point into sales document.
It's one of the parameters to determine shipping point into sales document. What are the other parameters for shipping point determination?
Plant and loading group.
Plant and loading. What is the T code to determine shipping point?
OVL2.
OVL2.
What's the T code to determine storage location?
Mm.
OVL3. What are the parameters to determine storage location?
Shipping point, plant, and
Storage condition.
storage condition.
Storage condition. Right. What is the material type for semi-finished goods?
Halp.
What is that? Semi-finished goods. What is the material type?
Halp.
HAL. Right. What is header condition?
Header condition is a
Header
manual
conditions
condition.
are manual condition.
Manual conditions. Proposed date?
Header
Header of the
applied to
sales.
Header
Right.
applicable to all line items.
Applicable to all the line items. What is the cumulative condition type?
is a statistical condition type.
Yeah, what is that cumulative condition type? It is statistical, but what is that condition type? Standard.
KUMU.
KUMU. So to determine shipping point, we have a parameter loading group, right? So from where system considers that?
Material master.
Material master.
Okay, where is the material master? Where is the material master?
General plant data.
Right. What is strategy group?
Strategy group is one of the criteria to determine the requirement type in the sales order.
So strategy group is one of the criteria. Right? So what is the T code to run MRP?
MD01.
EMD01. What is the accounting entry generated when you do delivery goods issue? What is the accounting
Debit
entry?
debit
Yeah.
to customer account and credit to revenue account.
Can you repeat my question, please?
What is the account entry you asked?
Yeah, account entry for
PGI.
PGA.
goods issue. Goods issue.
Goods
You
issue.
mentioned answer for invoice generation.
COGS debit to inventory credit.
So I told you, right? Many times you know the answer, but you need to understand the question. So my question was for goods issue. So COGS debit to inventory credit. And it is generated at what level? What org level it is generated? Plant level. Right? What is valuation class? What is valuation class?
It's determine general accounting.
Yeah, go ahead. It will help us to generate inventory accountings.
Yes.
Help to determine GL account.
For inventory, right? What is the moment type for cash sales? Moment type for cash sales. What is the moment type for third party process?
No moment type for third party.
No. What is the item category for value item?
TAW.
KW. What is the moment type for IPO process? That is item category TAB.
No movement type again.
601. 601 for CB.
Okay.
Okay, because third party we don't deliver the goods, vendor will deliver. But IPO process, business will deliver the goods, taking from the vendor. So there is a delivery means 601.
Mhm.
What is the value maintained for billing relevance for item category TAS?
F.
F. What is billing relevance? What is billing relevance?
Not getting it.
What is periodic billing?
Periodic billing is billing the
Billing type.
one of the billing types after
Yeah.
every
What?
certain period of maybe a monthly billing, or it can be a bi-monthly billing.
So billing in regular intervals.
Yes, billing.
Billing in the regular intervals. So can we create an invoice without PGI? Can we create invoice without PGI?
Yes, we can create, but delivery is not possible.
Cash sales then?
Okay. No, the question is right. Can we create an invoice? Cash sales automatically trigger. We cannot hold. But can we create invoice without PGI? Yes and no. Okay. By default, no. System will not allow. But you still you want to do, you could do it. You can change the copy control and you can do it. Okay. So what is common division? Or just what is division?
Product line?
Division.
Group of a products which are maintaining same attributes.
Same attributes. Right. So what is the menu path where you create this particular division? Can you tell the menu path where we create the division?
Yes, we allow enterprise structure. After that, a logistic execution, define and
General.
maintain.
Enterprise
Logistic
structure,
general, sorry.
definition, logistics general. Who creates division in your project? Who maintain the division in your project?
Consultant.
SD. SD will do that.
SD.
SD will do that. So what is the functionality of a check purchase order number in
Sorry.
item category?
Good night.
Because
In the item category, what is the functionality of the field check purchase order number?
It helps to find the duplications of the PO.
Yeah, it will just only check. It will not check for duplication. It will check whether an order is already created against this particular purchase order or not. It will only check. It will not stop us. We could create one more as well. Okay, can you tell two differences between a sales document type OR and cash sales? Two functionality differences between a standard sales order and a cash sales.
For standard order, item category is 10, and for cash sales, item category is BVN, right?
Okay.
And
Functionality
second,
difference. Good. Delivery types are different. Billing types are different. For cash sales, we have a shipping condition, automatic delivery active, right? So these are the functionality differences. The delivery types, billing types. So how item category determines into sales document? How item category determines into sales document?
a T code Vivo V4.
Based on the
Yeah, so I just asked only parameters, right? I did not ask about the T code.
based on
So
the
my question.
document type,
Yes, item category, group,
Okay.
item usage,
item
and
category
higher
group,
level.
higher
Mhm.
and usage, higher level item and usage.
Usage. So what is the usage for free goods?
Free.
What is the purpose of a higher level item? The fourth parameter. What is the purpose of the fourth parameter? Higher level item category. What is back orders? Back order processing. What is condition index? Condition index. What is the T code for condition index? What is the T code for pricing reports? What is the purpose of exclusive indicator in access sequence?
To check all conditions such as
Once the condition is met, to stop the search criteria.
Either
Just
condition record is condition type.
yeah, to stop the search once a valid condition is performed. What is cross client?
All workbench requests are class clients.
As a functional consultant, what do you save to configurations?
Transport request number.
Transport
Customizing,
request one.
customizing request, right? Can you tell 5 different delivery types? 5 different delivery types. Five different delivery types. What is the delivery type for STO? Delivery type for STO.
NL.
NL.
The delivery types, can we say that inquiry quotations?
Do inquiry quotation have delivery?
No, that are
No,
document
no.
types.
Document types.
They are document types, right? Delivery, LF, cash sales, BV. Delivery without order reference, LO, STO, NL. Right? These are delivery types. Can you list 5 billing document types?
F2 RE.
What is the purpose? What is that process? F2 is
Standard
F2
billing.
means standard order.
delivery related billing.
Delivery.
F2 is
Delivery.
yeah.
F5,
F1 is order related billing.
Okay.
F5 perform
And
invoice.
G2 is a credit memo.
BV
L2 is
cash.
debit memo.
Okay.
RE is return.
Okay. What is F5 and F8?
Proforma
Pro
invoice.
forma invoice.
Yeah. Yeah. What is F5 and F8 difference?
F5 is order related.
F5 is order related and F8 is delivery related
Yep, it is
performance.
delivery related performance.
So if yeah. So how to determine storage location in sales order? How to determine storage location in sales order?
Shipping point, plant, storage condition.
Anyone else?
Plant shipping, plant storage conditions.
Yeah. Anyone else? Is it possible to determine storage location into sales order? Will it determine?
No,
No, storage
no.
location will be determined in delivery document.
No.
Right? So storage location will not automatically determine in sales order. It will only determine in delivery document. And if I want that to be automatically determined in delivery document, then there is a functionality if I want to determine a storage location automatically into the delivery document. How can we do that? There is a checkbox, right? Determine storage location at the delivery documents item level. There is a checkbox. What is the functionality of a price list? What is the purpose of this price list field? Anyone?
It's grouping of customers who can share the same value.
Discounts and surcharges.
Yes.
How do you create a billing schedule? What is the T code to create billing schedule? Billing schedule. Nothing but invoicing dates. What is the T code? OVR4. Calendar. Billing schedule calendar OVR4. What is Incoterms? Incoterm.
International commercial terms.
Yeah. What is the functionality? What is the purpose of that?
Import and export.
Yeah, what is the purpose of that field or Incoterms? What is the functionality? It will help to process the shipments successfully. Right? It will help to process the shipments successfully. What is functionality of like sales unit not vary? Yeah. What is the functionality of
If
the field?
whenever the user doesn't, if you want user to not to change the sales unit, then we
Mhm.
activate the sale not valid. Sales unit not valid.
If
Right.
production unit, manufacturer unit or sales unit are different, then we check box the box is sales unit not valid.
It controls whether to change the units in sales document.
Right. It will control whether user is allowed to change the sales unit in the sales document or not. What is the material type for configurable material? Material type for configurable material. What is the item category group for configurable material? What is the purpose of the field RLT?
It is a replacement lead time. If
Replacement
material
lead
is not available in plant, then we procure it. And that was some period, means RLT.
Yeah, you need to frame the answer, right? You cannot give the guess to the interviewer. Okay, you need to frame the answer and you need to tell. You cannot just tell one or two words and let the interviewer guess the rest. Okay, it doesn't work.
The repletion lead time is the amount of time taken for get the stock when it's not available.
Okay, so that's the time taken to replenish the material if the stock is not available.
Okay.
So what is the purpose of the fields alternative document type 1 and type 2?
If customer fails to say, sorry.
Alternative document type 1, type 2.
If end user by mistakenly select other document type, or for customer he wants to change, there is an option in a Vivo V8. There is a two types alternate document 1 and 2. At that we mentioned and proceed for that document type also.
Yeah. So certain things we learn in this training are for our better understanding. So don't repeat the same thing in the interviews. In the interview, you should answer such a way that you know the concept. It's not that someone has taught you. You should not repeat the same what I taught you in the interviews. It should be from your own terminology. Because to make you better understand, I may take a scenario or I may use some words, but don't repeat that. Okay. So alternative document top 1, whatever we discussed is for your better understanding. But when it comes to the interview, it will help us to switch between the documents without changing the data, right? It is as simple as that, a very simple answer. It will help us to switch between the documents without changing the data or canceling the document. So whether user is allowed to change or not allowed to change, these all are for our better understanding. To just make you understand, we take a scenario and explain it. So don't repeat the same thing in the interviews.
Yes,
Frame your own answers and you come up with your own terminology. What is status profile? Status profile.
It's order release process. End user may find it active.
Order approval. Okay, approval and release. Okay. So what is the methodology we use for S4 HANA implementations?
Activate methodology.
a SAP methodology.
S4 HANA, it's activate methodology. All right. So what documents you prepare in BBP phase?
BBP documents.
Blueprint.
Mhm.
Yes, we prepare
And
in BBP documents as is and to be documents. Also, we prepare the gap analysis document.
BBP document and gap analysis.
Gap analysis.
What is the special stock indicator for item category KRN? What is item category KRN? Anyone?
Consignment returns.
Consignment returns. And what is the special stock indicator maintained for
W.
consignment returns? W.
W.
And what is this item category for make to order process? Make to order. TAK. TAK, right? And what is the special stock indicator maintained for TAK? Special stock indicator for make to order.
E. E.
E. Right. What is contract release control? Contract release control. What is item category for value contract?
TAW.
Value
TAW.
contract. What is TAW? Anyone?
Value item.
Value item. Then what is item category for value contract?
WKN.
NORM.
You should be sound knowledge with this item categories from day when I was mentioning, right? That's more confusing. KMN. Okay, WKN is document type. So we don't want to allow the user to increase the quantities in delivery document. Okay. Scenario is we don't want to allow the user to increase the quantities in delivery document. Do we have a control? Anyone? User
Yes.
should not increase.
Yes, we do have control for that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What is that control? Routine 201 and 202. In the delivery type we discussed, right?
Okay.
Right? There is, in the item category we have that routine 201, which will not allow to increase. 202, which will allow to increase. What are the scenarios where availability check is performed at the delivery type? Okay, at the delivery level, what are a couple of scenarios where availability check is performed? Anyone? What is the delivery type? Sorry, what is the sales document type for default delivery without order reference? What is the order type assigned to default delivery without order reference? Anyone? DL. DL, right? We have discussed the scenario. What is scheduling agreement? What is the document type for scheduling agreement? What's the moment type for reverse PGI or post goods receipt, PGR?
602.
602. And how do you process? What is the T code?
Reverse PJ VL09.
VL09. What is the difference between an invoice and a pro forma invoice?
Pro forma is the duplicate copy of the invoice. It's not the original one, but it looks like how the job big invoice will be. Invoice will be the original one, the one which customer receives.
So pro forma invoice is a dummy invoice. Accounting entry will not be generated for pro forma invoice. Okay, there is no accounting generated, or it will not be posted into accounting. It's a dummy invoice. Okay, so you should keep your words very short when in the interviews. You cannot just explain them so that they can guess, right? So can you tell at least two conditions which does not have access sequence? Two conditions without an access sequence.
HH00, HM00.
HS0, HM00. Can you tell two item conditions which does not have an access sequence? Two item conditions.
R100.
Okay. Good. NRAB. NRAB. How price determines into sales document?
A condition technique.
Right. Condition technique, pricing procedure, determination. So what is the purpose of the field condition type in OVKK? What is the structure of a sales document?
Structure of a sales document contains header, item category, and schedule line category.
Schedule lines.
Right. What is the difference between the schedule line CN and CP?
CN is determines MRP, and checkbox are availability and okay, and
It's a little more
second
preparation.
Yeah, MRP type will be determined as CN.
What is deterministic MRP out of these two, CN and CP?
yes, CN is a deterministic.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
CP is deterministic.
CN is no MRP. CP is MRP. Okay. What is access sequence?
Access sequence is the search criteria in which the system looks for the condition records.
Right?
The,
So it's a search strategy to find out a valid condition record. What is SLA?
So service
Service
level
level
agreement.
agreement.
service level agreement.
Service level agreement. Okay. What is the purpose of the field document pricing procedure?
Another search criteria for determining the pricing procedure. This document pricing procedure field is in the document types.
Parameter.
Parameter. Okay, parameter.
It's a parameter. What is the difference between the general item category group and item category group? General item category group and item category group. What is the purpose of the field pricing in item category controls? Purpose of the field pricing in item category controls.
It tells us whether that particular item or the material is relevant for pricing or not.
Yeah. So what value is maintained for item category TANN?
I think
For TANN, what value is maintained in pricing field? What is TANN?
Free item.
So what is value maintained over there? What is pricing routine 55 checks? Pricing routine 55. Where is the control? The cost price comes into the sales document.
Base price PR00.
My question is very clear, Dhaneshwar. I'm asking about cost price, not base price. So how the cost document, where is the control? What is the routine? What is the pricing routine for that? Determine cost price. In Vivo V7, we have a checkbox, right? We discussed even at the logic level as well in the routine. Routine 4 is checking whether that particular EVRW field is active or not. We have gone to the table level. We have seen the field. Right. What is the movement type for STO two-step?
No movement type for STO.
Are you sure?
So it's for two-step is a 641.
641. STO has a movement type. Only third-party process will not have movement type. Okay. So we don't want user to enter any new line item into the delivery document. Where is that control? We don't want user to enter a new line item in the delivery document. Same routine. 201, 202. Right? Okay, so we'll stop it here today. And this first mock interview went very well actually. I could see great participation among everyone because this participation is enough actually. Whether you answered correct, wrong, that all comes later. Participation is very important because it gives confidence. And I hope now you know what mistakes you are doing and others were doing, right? So you can self-gauge yourself. I'll also share this video. You can again go through this video and you could see how others were answering, how you were answering, what more improvement you need to do, right? So that's what this will help you. Okay, so now I hope you get more confidence. And this is how the interview questions would be, nothing more or less than this. Right? Yeah, any questions for today? Please go ahead. We'll have one more mock interview. We'll repeat it later after the SD concepts before we start the business processes. So you will definitely see an improvement by that time. Yeah, any questions for today? Today is Friday, right? Okay. So start preparation, everyone. As I mentioned, this participation is enough actually. Almost all your answers are correct. Only thing is, be confident. You know the answers, but you're a little hesitant. Second thing, pause and then answer so that you will know what question is asked. Because I could see when I asked about a condition type, someone was asking about item category, right? And when asking about the cost price, someone was answering about the selling price. So, like, see, that one or two questions itself will tell the interviewer what is your weak point. That 1-2 questions is enough actually. So don't do that. Pause and answer very slowly and legit. You have enough time in the interview. You have 40-45 minutes time in the interview. In that 45 minutes, you should not face more than 30 questions. Okay, you should not face. No one will face more than 30, and you need to very legitly slowly answer. If not, you rush to the answers. What happens? The more questions you will face. Okay, so don't do that. Don't jump to the answers quickly. Pause and legit answer, and try to frame your answers. You cannot give a guess to the interviewer. Just start it or tell one word and let's interviewer complete the answer or interviewer guess it. Don't do that. Okay. So that comes by practice. As of now, we have not started for interview preparation, you guys, but perfect. Like everyone answered very well. Keep it up. Yeah. Any questions before we conclude for today? Okay. Hope so. No questions. So we'll call it a day today and catch up on Monday. And Monday we'll continue with the availability check. Good day, everyone. Catch up on Monday. Bye bye.